Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I go from this natural light brown hair to this jet black hair, and how I dye my bundles and how I dye my closure without getting any dye on it. So if you are interested in learning how I do it, then just stay tuned. So the first thing you're going to need is some hair, obviously, some scissors, a trash bag, some hair dye. I use 2 boxes, and a comb if you prefer to use a comb. So the first thing that I'm doing is just opening up the trash bag. This just makes the whole process easier as far as not getting any dye anywhere. And here you just see me opening up the bundles. I know some people prefer to leave them wrapped as they come when they dye hair, but I just personally like to make sure that I get up in the roots. So that's what I did to all my bundles. I just opened them up. And here I'm just opening up the first box. This is the natural black hair box color, and it comes with the developer, some conditioner to condition the hair afterwards, and the hair dye itself. And please don't forget to take out that little paper of instructions, because that actually comes in handy. It actually gives you some free gloves, and I always use those gloves instead of buying my own. It's just way more convenient. So here I am opening up the developer bottle and the hair color bottle, and I'm just pouring that hair color into the developer. And you just want to make sure you pour all of that in there, and before you start to shake, you want to make sure you pop off that top. These are chemicals that you're working with, so you just want to be careful of that, and you just want to put that glove on and shake, shake, shake. And this part of the process is actually the easiest, because since we're dyeing the hair just one color, we can kind of go crazy with it. You just want to make sure that everything is nice and thorough and evenly coated. So once you're done the front, you can flip it over and do the back. You want to make sure that you're getting in between. You want to maybe take a comb every now and again and just kind of comb through. There really is no go-to proper perfect way to dye hair. You just kind of want to make sure it's even. That's basically the whole point of dyeing hair, is just making sure everything ends up that same color that you intended it to be. So I'm just going to kind of do this process over and over for all 4 bundles, and you will see me open up the second box, I believe, after I finish the second bundle. So I used the first box for the first 2 bundles and the last box for the last 2 bundles and the closure. But for those who have maybe never done this before or are just curious as to how I do it, I am just going to continue to show you the full process, and I'll let the video speak for itself.
Guess I never can really be sure, and it goes without saying, it's not the same. Well, I'm just wishing that we could be close. I know you get the feeling something's changed. There's always I don't have enough time at the moment, but I'll hit you right back. Or maybe we can save it all up for the weekend, something like that. There's always I don't have enough time at the moment, but I'll hit you right back. It's so hard to maintain. As long as I don't have enough time at the moment, or I'll hit you right back. Or maybe we can stay it all up for the weekend, something like that. As long as I don't have enough time at the moment, or I'll hit you right back. It's so hard to maintain.
So when it comes to dyeing the closure, I found that the easiest way to do it is to just gather all of the ends together and then put the hair dye on, as opposed to trying to spread hair color over hair that's all spread out. And then I'm just taking a comb and kind of working through the ends, and then I'm slowly working my way up to the actual scalp, and you just want to be careful because the minute that you get dye on the scalp, you're really working against the clock, and you're going to have to immediately try and wash that out so it doesn't leave an actual stain. And a little tip, I just kind of like to use the box of hair dye on top of the closure just to kind of hold it in place, because you will find that the closure likes to move around, especially while it's wet like this. And that's pretty much that. So I use this Apogee shampoo to wash everything out. But before I add any of that, I'm just rinsing everything out with just plain water. And when it comes to the closure, I'm just kind of making sure that the dye doesn't rinse down onto the scalp, at least the part that I know is going to be visible. That just makes it easier to avoid stains. And I flip the closure over to check and make sure that there aren't any stains, and I try to show you guys right here that there was a little dot. You can't really see it, but like I said, if you're quick about it, you can get the stain out like I did. And then of course with a little bit of shampoo, everything came out. So I'm just gonna continue to rinse out all of my bundles with shampoo, and then I also conditioned it. I don't show you guys the conditioning because you guys know how to do that. So that is how I dye my bundles, and I'm really pleased with the way that it came out. All the bundles are nice and even as opposed to the way that it was before. I don't have any stains on my closure. And yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you learned something from it, and I'll see you guys next time.